Tēnā koe, tēnā koutou. Greetings, Virgo. Hey guys, welcome to your July Taroscope reading with me. We're using these cards this month, Morgan Greer, highlighting the influence of colour in our lives. We are changing the format for the month as well. 4 cards, one for each week, and then an underlying card or a clarifying card underneath it. And as well, at the end of the reading, there will be a positive card for use of mantra that you can utilise for the month. Let's see what's in store for you guys for July 2016. First week, second week, third week, fourth week, clarifying cards. Okay guys, so let's see, I will move my camera a little bit to get into the focus of everything here. You have 2 major arcanas right next to each other and an ace, always nice positive signs, couple of pentacles, 3 swords and a wands. Let's start with that very first card up in the top left hand corner, which is the 3 of wands. This brings the feeling as if you are looking out for some reason in your life and projecting your thoughts and possibilities further beyond where you currently are. So with the wands, it often gets the feeling of our career type environment, or possibly around career, or some other creative aspect in your life. Now he has his back turned to us, so he definitely, there are things on his mind that he's not sharing perhaps fully at the moment, and that he is in a contemplative state. We note that there are 3 wands there, and he has 2 in front of him and 1 behind him, so there is possibly a part of something in his decision or process thought making that not everything is being taken into consideration, or he's contemplating leaving something behind. Now the clarifying card for him is the 10 of Pentacles. This is a great card really. It's normally associated with financial security, and if not necessarily financial, family security. So feelings of being satisfied and happy with where you are in life, with your close-knit family circle of friends or family around you. So there's conviviality, there's companionship and friendship, support and networking all established. And for some of you this will also tie in with finances and prosperity along those lines, because we have the 10 of Pentacles. It's often a sign of a happy home, and a home that is well grounded and has abundance of finances around it, so possibly good investments. So whether or not he is contemplating something to do with career which involves his money or moving his family or home, there is this possibility. So I often think when the 3 of Wands turns up, there is a tentative feeling of moving away from where you currently live and projecting yourself further out, or even more globally. So something about you might be going to expand at a global level, and again this could be career or something to do with your family members. They might be moving or thinking of expanding something within their lives as well. We come to the next week, the Queen of Swords. She is an air sign card. She is often known as obviously one of the air signs, the Libra, Gemini or Aquarians. She has this tenacity for communication and verbalness when she's around. So she can be someone that you are associating with who could be to do with contracts or legalities or writing up things or communication. She could be involved somehow in this process or thought pattern that's going on there. She can possibly be, for some of you, a new romantic partner coming in, or someone who is associated with your money. And we see down here that the Ace of Pentacles is involved with her. So it makes me think that somehow she could be tied up to your financial sector one way or another. Whether she's someone who is offering support, either emotionally or through communication, or even through the gift of, or you know, she might be a bank manager, so she might be someone you go to for uplifting a loan for something, whether it was a small loan to purchase something in your home like a computer or a new car, or whether it was something bigger, or whether she's a financial investor. Those are all possibilities, as well as the fact, as I said, she could be a romantic liaison, and money could somehow just be associated in this connection you have with her. We come to the third week and we see the Fool, and he's looking back at this part of the reading as well. I really love the Fool card because I love new beginnings in life. I mean, I think life is about constant change. That's a truth, that there is nothing more constant in life than change, and if we didn't change we wouldn't be alive. So the Fool represents the epitome of change, and how beautiful to have the Magician right next door. And because he's the next card in the deck, and he is also about brand new beginnings and the magic of those new beginnings. So with the Fool, it often represents a more internalized feeling of new beginnings. This is about you. It's about getting your place back in life where you want it to be, and your beliefs, and where you feel you deserve to be and where you want to head. As I say, you've got a degree of looking out and changing things in your life. So there's change coming for you in July one way or another. The Fool is about honouring yourself, really, and it's about knowing what's right and wrong for you, and not listening to other people's restrictions, I guess you could say. So knowing that you must come first, and when you do, everything else around you can then fall into place. And the underlying card for that is the Four of Swords. Now, the Four of Swords as the clarifier also indicates to us that this is a time of perhaps retreat and going within to pay respect and honour yourself at many levels. This is very much honour yourself, to give yourself time out and breathing space and recharge your batteries in particular. And it's also about recharging your mind space and your thoughts, and allowing peace and quiet and contemplation to help you in your direction as you move forward. So it's a kind of quite a nice card to be associated with the Fool. I often think of the Four of Swords as going on a retreat, literally. So spending some time alone within a really placid and peaceful state that allows you to get clarity of thoughts and feelings and emotions around you. Another indication of this card can be that you meet with someone who becomes quite a nice close partner, and you spend time alone with them. And another indicator of this card is that it can mean small surgical procedures as well. So some of you might be doing that for one reason or another because of this step that you're taking. We come to the fourth week, and this final card here, the Magician, probably my second most favourite. No, look, there's so many favourite cards actually, because they all have wonderful essences and meanings, but I do love the Magician as well. In life there is nothing more bountiful than magic, and magic is around us everywhere. It's just the matter of initiating it and connecting with it to really truly feel it. Some people don't believe in magic, they don't think it exists, and when you cut that belief off, or you cut that possibility of chances happening, you're limiting so much in your life. Magic is about taking the opportunities when they come zooming past you. And when this card is here, believe me, it's a time in a space and time where the universe is opening doors that you could literally jump on board and create a new direction or a new energy or something quite powerful. You have to chase it, and you have to be aware of it when it's there, but it is a great opportunity. Now, interestingly enough, we see the Knight of Swords underneath as the clarifier. And he is heading out and into the future with his vision and his wrath and determination. It's quite an angry looking card, so we get this feeling of whether or not he's involved. He's an air sign male, so you've got air sign people and air sign males in this reading around you. So they could be creating a reason for you to pick up this magical flow, or they could be propelling you in a direction, or they somehow are connected with it, whether they initiate you to desire the change, or they're initiators for you to see the magic in a situation or or a relationship or something along those lines, he's probably tied in. Remember, this doesn't have to be like a rising sign, or sorry, a sun sign. This can be rising or moon signs as well. So they may not be quite as obvious as their birth date, but they generally are quite articulate, and they're quite connected to their mind. Their minds often never stop, and they have ideas and suggestions. When he turns up, he does seem to be as if he wants to create change, and maybe even in a quick manner, and maybe even with a degree of terseness. So utilize the magic in and around you at this point in time to really stimulate positivity and growth going forward, and leading you into August with some really exciting stuff that you have ownership of. So that's the end of that part of the reading. Now we will move into the final part, which is a gem card and an angel card, which have mantras on the back of it. And for you guys, I am going to pull the 8th card down, because you're associated with the 8th and the 9th month. So we're just shuffling a little bit to put your energies in. Sorry about the noise in the background, it's a bit clattery on the table. Let's do it this way then. Okay, so 8th down from here. Snowflake obsidian. Okay, let's have a wee look here. I'll try and get this as clear as I can for you. Are you afraid of the dark or of the unknown? Do you feel vulnerable? There is always darkness within light. Darkness accentuates brightness to clearly see situations, people, and circumstances. Embrace the darkness to enhance the clarity in your life. And that is kind of how the Fool might be feeling. He might be feeling a little bit vulnerable or of a path unknown as he heads into the future. And often we consider that, if you like, darkness, because you haven't necessarily got all the visions to see the future. But if you didn't take that step, you'd never be in the future, or you would never get there. Let's see what the mantra is. Angel of Contrast. I courageously see through the darkness of adversity to make positive changes that light up my life. I know there is light at the end of the tunnel. I see myself, situations, and others clearly and participate in the transformation of negative to positive. So again, you know, a powerful message there for support and empowerment for moving forward, and for being able to see the light in all situations around you, and to change that any negativity into its positiveness. So there you are, Virgo. I hope you find great insight within your reading and utilize the mantra for the month, because they're powerful mantras, always very positive. Have a wonderful July ahead. Thanks for subbing and liking, and take care, everyone. Ka kite anoa, much aroha, namaste.